Facebook, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? What is up? What is up, my gorgeous, sexy Facebook family? You're here with Kylie Pax, Australia's emotional eating coach. I just blacked out. I opened my mouth to speak, and boom, it was gone. I'm here to empower you, nevertheless, to take control of your relationship with food, create a body and a life that be sexier than a hot fudge sundae, because you get to do that thing on your terms, And if you're joining me here live, it's a mini miracle. Hallelujah. Can we all just say, woo, hallelujah to the Lord. We are together again. It's an amazing Thursday evening, and I'm super excited to be here with you all. Thank you very much. I can see you guys all dropping on the line now. Thank you very much. Miss Vicky's in the house. It's so great to see you here. Thank you very, very much, babe. I'm super pumped, because I titled tonight's live stream. Oh, Joshua, how you going, hon? I titled tonight's live stream. I thought it was a bit kinky, to be honest, to be real and raw. I said, did you know that when you lie, your pants really do catch on fire? I'm just letting you know. So you can run around, tell everybody now, when you lie, your pants really do catch on fire. And here's what, Shelby, how you going? Harmony, I'm dedicating today's live stream to my gorgeous friend. This is like an episode of Sesame Street. Today's live stream is brought to you by the letter H for Harmony. Hey, can we just do a voguing situation? Come on. Here we go. I won't sing the song. Oh, I will not even sing that song, because, you know, we leave that to Madge. We don't even go there. Just don't even attempt it. So I'm going to say that all the rest of you just don't even go there. Thank you so much. Buffy's here. Shelby, thank you very, very much. And we may all bow down. Mr. Stone is in the house. Mr. Stone has joined us. So thank you very much to everyone who's here live. But as I was saying, when you lie, your pants really do catch on fire. And today's episode of Sesame Street, I clown around like, God, anyone would think it was Sesame Street the way I carry on. Today's live stream is brought to you by the letter H for Harmony, because I had an incredible conversation with the fabulous Miss Harmony. I don't know, Harmony, what was it, like an hour ago or something? I was just about to jump off and caught you. Right, see, I come in just when you think you can leave and skedaddle off and do something productive. Nope, Kylie's in the house. You cannot. You have to stay and pay attention. So it was like a magical, like Shazam there, wasn't it? It's a bit spooky, all those fingers coming right at you. In any case, Harmony and I had an incredible conversation maybe about an hour ago, and we were talking about all things glorious, health. I think it was pretty much health. But what really came of our conversation was Harmony gave me a beautiful prompting about the, about the value of honesty. And it really led me to start thinking about the value of honesty, not only with other people. It's a great value to have. Be honest with other people in your dealings with them. It's wonderful. And we all know this as a key value. Some of us don't always, live up to the value, but it's all right. It's all right. You come and these things at your own pace. It's fine. But we get it. You know, as a society, it's sort of a societal value that you are honest and truthful in your dealings with other people. You don't just march up to someone and just lie to their face. It's not pleasant. It's not a fun thing to do, right? However, well, for you or for them, but and not only and also, what we often don't think about is how we lie to ourselves. We lie to ourselves. To everybody who's dropping on live here, Lana, thank you, Lana. And I've got your message. I heard the dings, but I just had quickly somebody to talk to who I'll tell you about later. And I knew that I was wanting to do today's live stream. So Harmony and I had this conversation about health and being truthful with one's self, because I had said to her, and I'm just going to say this because I've had this conversation. I think all the stars are aligning for me to, I don't know why, but I'm just going to bring it out there and put it to the fore. It's not a secret. It's not a secret. I don't keep this thing a secret, but I also don't just jibber jabber about it all day long, because it serves no purpose to do that. But many years ago, you've heard me talk about the way I've suffered with adrenal fatigue in the past, which was a byproduct of having thyroid issues. But also many, many years ago, what some of you may not have heard me talk about before was I suffered really severely with lupus. Lupus. I should have a dictionary here for you. Lupus. Here's my definition. I don't know what it looks like when you look it up in the dictionary. Here's Kylie's definition. I'm going to try and give you a definition where I don't swear. That's going to be difficult. Lupus, a freaking hideous disease whereby one's own body turns upon oneself, decides to eat and destroy it at all costs, drives the inhabitant of the body almost insane, causes them immense pain that is virtually intolerable, forces them to go on drugs that causes their hair to fall out, and makes them feel like a piece of crap, by which they have a shortened lifespan and everything about their life and their health situation sucks. That's my definition of what lupus is, right? That's my definition based on my experience. So see how I just went from clowning around to really serious. Now, for me, this was 20 years ago. 20. And what a glorious 20 years it's been since, right? Now, what I did not insert into that little definition there was, and there are, again, many different versions of these autoimmune diseases. Everybody you come across today got an autoimmune disease. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. However, this particular flavor that I had, right, was not chocolate coated. Honey, it was not even coated in carob. It was really bitter, right? Bitter. So the version that I had was hideous, very, very painful. And here's what nobody tells you. Sometimes these things are hereditary. I truly believe that for me personally, what I experienced, you've got to have the genetic makeup for these things to spark. Mine was sparked because of a weight loss pill that I tried way back in the day. I don't even think you can get them anymore. I actually am certain they've been taken off the market. Even so, I wouldn't tell you what it was because I just don't want to promote or give any glorification to things like that, right? In any case, back in the day, of stupidity, ultimate stupidity, because I look back on photos now and me and I did yo-yo diet a lot, so I was up and down all the time, and now my nose runs all the time. That has nothing to do with lupus or dieting. In any case, this was the situation, right? And I ended up with this. It was actually called, sounds really weird when I say it, so I'm just gonna put it out there because I'm truthful. Because I don't want my pants to catch on fire. And I'm back. Is that a sign that I'm not supposed to talk about this? I don't know, I'm getting a little freaked out now. That's the second time the live stream has cut out. But, let me tell you. So the flavor of lupus that I dealt with was classified as drug induced because it was triggered by the weight loss drug that I took at the time, which then meant that once that was all out of my system, the lupus also did supposedly go away. However, Harmony and I were having this conversation and she heard me talk, was it last night or something, whatever we said, honey, that, I said, look, I have all these different health challenges that were the result of my crazy cray dieting from back in the day. And this is why I wanted to bring it up tonight for several different reasons. First one being that every choice you make has a result. For every cause, there will be an effect. For every choice, there will be an outcome. For every decision, you're going to get a result, right? Every time, okay, please get this. This is your tweetable, and I say this all the time. So if you've never heard me say it before, you're going to hear me say it right now. Every time you say yes to one thing, you are then by default saying no to something else. Every time you say yes to one thing, you are by default saying no to something else. So by me saying yes to crazy ass diet pills because I was so desperate to lose a few kilos, I was saying no by default to long-term health, happiness, longevity, right? A body that worked at really peak condition for me long-term. I didn't think that far ahead, did not. I was in my 20s, did not care. All I cared about was having a skinny booty. Well, now I'm in my mid-40s and my 20s long, right? How happy do you think I am now about those choices that I make? So I want to bring this up to you today in our live stream because I really just want you to please get and consider. I know we have people here. Kirsty, how you going, beautiful girl? I know we have people here from all age brackets, right? And for those of you who are watching the replay, some of you may be in your teens, 20s, 30s, whatever, younger than me, right? So all I'm going to say is I want to repeat it for you because this is your tweetable for the day. Thank God there's no rhymes coming out for me today. This is your tweetable. Every time you say yes to one thing, you are by default saying no to something else. Every time you say yes to sleeping in, you are by default saying no to having an uber productive day. Every time you say yes to taking stupid, crazy ass diet pills like I did, I was by default saying no to long-term joy, happiness, and longevity in my body, right? And it works in reverse. Get this. This is the beauty of it. I'm not telling you just horror stories with no chocolate coating ice cream on the other side. I'll give you the plus side. Here's the plus. Every time you say yes to something, you are then by default saying no to something else. So now I can say yes to nourishing my body in its entirety, loving my body fully, taking care of my body with an alert and astute purpose, right? Purpose and intention, right? Our focus words for 2017, purpose and intention. Because by saying yes to those things, I am now by default saying no to further long-term damage, harm, pain in my body. And this is what Harmony really sort of brought up with me tonight as she was sort of giving me some guidance around that and recommending some different things that I could try. You know, it really did bring to me brought to the fore the importance of being honest. As we started, for those of you who are just joining here live now, I was talking about when you lie, did you know your pants really do catch on fire? They do. When you tell a lie, your pants really do catch on fire because it'll be burning your booty for years to come. Your booty will be burning for years to come, right? There's a price to be paid. There's a price to be paid when one tells a little fibberoo. And I was fooling myself. If I was thinking that there was going to be no long-term consequences to my choices, I was saying yes to one thing and I was therefore by default saying no to something else, right? I was saying yes, give me the crazy ass diet pills. I don't care. Don't care about the consequences. And it says clearly on the bottle, whatever. I don't know what it says. Let's make it up. Big skull and crossbones. Danger, right? Danger taken for X number of days could cause, who knows? It's got all the things listed there and you just be like, that will happen to someone else, not me. Really? Are you not a human being that these things could happen to? Because it could. And it's not to say, I'm not going to sit here and say don't do something. I never say don't do something. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. But just be sexy, smart, sexy, savvy and switched on. Be aware. Be aware. Don't fool yourself. And when I say fool yourself, what I really mean is don't lie to yourself, people. Don't lie. Don't be a big liar. Your pants catch on fire. How much fun is that? It's not fun. Not. So this is what we're talking about. Andrew, how are you going? It's so wonderful to have everybody here in the house today. Look, I haven't got my glasses. And should I put them on? I'll do my sexy Clark Kent imitation for you all. Here we go. Anka, thank you. Nadia's here. Thank you again. Harmony's throwing forward those comments. Thank you very, very much. And as I always like to do, because now I can actually see you all. So thank you so, so much. As I like to do, now I'll do my sexy, I don't know what I call this, my Clark Kent like look. So when they come off, it's just got to be like, whoosh. I didn't really do that right. In any case, I think that's the universe telling me to stop clowning around. Stop clowning around. And put forth the message. So again, this is what I really want you to get from today's live stream. If you get nothing else, get this. I'm going to say it for about the 5th time now in that live stream. When you lie to yourself, your pants really do catch on fire. What do I mean by that? When you say no to one thing, you are by default saying yes to something else. When you say yes to one thing, you are by default, right? By default saying no to something else. You don't get to have it both ways. And this is what we don't think about. So for those of you who are just joining here live, I was giving my amazing stories of my, crazy, really crazy dieting heyday where I would take whatever. I didn't care. Like back in the day, if a diet pill said it will make me skinny overnight and I would look like, I'm going to show my age now. I would look like Claudia Schiffer, Cindy Crawford, like Naomi Campbell. These were, look, for those of you who don't even know who those women are, just Google them, right? I'm not even going to go there. Just Google them. You'll see. They were the supermodels. I think I'm spitting now with excitement. They were supermodels in my era, right? And they were, listen, and let me tell you something. I was around when the term supermodel was coined. That was like back in my day. Now supermodels, they'd be nothing. Like everybody's a supermodel. She's a Victoria's Secret model. Supermodels are nothing. Now people want to be the Victoria's Secret angel, right? Supermodels, what's that? You're at the bottom of the barrel. You're a supermodel. You want to be like the Victoria's Secret angel. But back in the day, people, back in the caveman days, right? We had Claudia Schiffer, Cindy Crawford, Naomi Campbell. They were the first initial, Linda Evangelista. These were the first initial supermodels. And all we cared about back then was being like them, right? George Michael was singing his freedom song, was all happening. All we wanted to do was be like them. And for me, because as you've heard me say so many times before, I lost and gained the same 25 kilos 2,500 times. It was all I cared about was being skinny. And then as soon as I got skinny, I would just shove chocolate back into my face again. I'll be right back where I started. But one of these methods that I tried really did do damage to my body. And it was not fun. It wasn't. Well, it seemed fun at the time. It's all fun and games until your pants catch on fire, right? So what am I going to say to you? That's all I'm going to say. It's all fun and games until your pants catch on fire. Then the party's over. It's not fun anymore. And so here I am now, 20 years down the track. 20, right? When I was in my mid-20s, I was not thinking about, I wonder what health consequences I may suffer as I move into my latter years as a result of this dieting that I'm doing. That was not occurring to me. All I wanted to do was to be thin. Right? I thought anything else that comes after that, I'll deal with that later. But here I am. Guess what, people? Later arrives. And I'm living in it now. Later arrives and I'm living in it now. And so this is what Harmony and I were talking about today, about really the value of assessing your choices up front. Assessing your choices up front, making them with a clear understanding that every time you say yes to one thing, you are by default saying no to something else. So when I said yes to these whatever crazy diet I was on at the time, yes, by all means, let us go forth. I was by default saying no to future really great, amazing health and vitality in my body. And I mean, I'm not slugging around on the floor like a sloth, trying to claw my way through the day. It's fine. It's fine. But I certainly know that I have a way to go, that I'm not at the very peak of where I could be. And can I just say to you all who see me here like this every day, full of vitality and beans, right? That may be very surprising to you to think, oh my God, there's more? This woman could be even more hyper? I'm like, yeah, I totally could. Is that a good thing? Not necessarily. I don't know. I was talking to my friend, Mr. Stone, the other day, and as well, I said to him, gosh, I don't know what happened, but I said I would be even more hyper. And he went, even more? I'm like, yes, honey, even more. BJ's in the house. Thank you so much. Cheryl's here. It's so amazing to see you all here. Look, I want to put my glasses back on because I want to see you all. Look, Diane, everybody here. Diane, thank you very, very much to everybody who's dropping on live here to join me. What an absolute delight to have you all here in the house. And once again, I will tell you, for those of you who are just joining me here live now, you're going to have to go back. Because I'm not going to repeat the whole story again, but I can assure you what we have talked about is the fact that when you lie, your pants literally light on fire. They catch on fire and it's not fun. You need to be honest with yourself and really make whatever decision you're going to make around your health, around your weight loss, around anything that you're going to do in life. Who cares? Nobody. I mean, it makes no difference to me in my life, right? I say do what pleases you, but be smart, sexy, savvy, and switched on when you make those choices and understand that when you do, see how now I'll get real serious, right? It's because it is serious. When you say yes to one thing, you are by default saying no to something else. You can't have it both ways. When you say yes, I'm going to spend all night watching Netflix, you're by default saying no to any kind of productivity in that evening, learning something, some self-growth, meditation, inspiration, dedication, doing the dishes, whatever else could have and would have felt really great to get done in that time. You've just said no to that. But you didn't actually sit there and say, I'm going to say no to all these other incredible things. You just went, I'll say yes to Netflix. 15 hours of Netflix, I'll say yes to that. And you don't think any further than that. nothing else happens. But what I want to say to you is by default, you've just said no to a whole ton of other amazing things. Spending time with friends, spending time with me here on Facebook. I mean, really, what more could you ask for? What more? What more? So I would, on that note, I'm really starting to think the universe telling me to wrap it up. It's going, girl, wrap it up, wrap it up. So I'm just going to scroll through your comments because I want to, there's so many comments. I'm just scrolling and they're not stopping. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. Right. Harmony says, yes, intuitiveness, it means something. Always, babe. Always being true to ourselves. Yes. Harmony says, I raise my hand too. Exactly. Iresha, how you going? It's so wonderful to see you. Thank you. Lana says, it's going to be good. All I can see is the first 3 words and I already know it's going to be good. She says, yes. The lies we tell ourselves. I posted about it recently. Send me the link, honey, because I would definitely love to see that. Oh, I just lost all the comments, as one does when I get a little excitable. Okay, let me see if I can just get them back. Okay, yeah, please do send me the link. Lana says, yes, lupus, hideous. Yeah, we can be assured of that. Harmony, yes, I need to swear when defining that illness and my experiences. Right, exactly. And it is not fun. Autoimmune system out of control. Lana says, yeah. Cheryl, one of my favorite quotes is, a lie can make it halfway around the world whilst the truth is still pulling its pants up. That's gold. Cheryl, that's gold. Like, seriously, that is so funny. Lana, yes, stress will cause it too. Right, yes, stress. Exactly, yeah. Thank you. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else, Harmony. Right. And that's your tweetable for the day. Kirsty, what? Mid-40s? Damn, you look amazing. Wow. Thank you, sweetie. You know that's why we're Facebook friends. That's why I love you so. Thank you very much. Look, I can't see now. I literally cannot see another thing. I literally cannot see another thing. Lana says, the beauty is the body and can, yep. The beauty is the body can heal. Look at me, I'm reading without my glasses. It's a miracle. The beauty is the body can fully heal itself with good nutrition. Thank you, Lana. Thank you. Which is exactly why I will just mention again. And Cheryl says here, I'm in a delirium mood, babe. Okay, and don't mean, okay. I cannot see everything here. Something about Rob Lowe. That's fine. I know we are fans of Mr. Lowe. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Cheryl says, don't forget Kirsty Turlington. Yeah, she was my fave supermodel. Exotic and natural beauty, showing my age too. Yeah, I know. But, you know, who cares? Because it's just a number, like it truly is. And that is where, as Lana, was it you that mentioned the whole nutritional package here? This is why it is so important. And some of you have heard me say, I wasn't going to mention anything tonight. I don't even know what I was going to offer you to move forward tonight. I usually just let it download on me at the time. But I do believe this is what I will give you now for some levels of support. A lot of you do know that I am now embarking on a new nutritional journey, right? Because as Australia's emotional eating coach, yes, it's wonderful. I work on the mind and the beliefs that hold us back and keep us stagnant, and the ones that allow us to move forward a little but not too much. It's not too safe out there. Don't know what's going on. You pull yourself back under the guise of Krispy Kremes, you know, ice cream, pizza, chocolate cake, cookies, the whole works, right? I really work on the whole thought processes and the beliefs that keep us stuck. But what I've really come to realize of late is there's an entire nutritional component that is not getting addressed here. And that is why I'm embarking on my own nutritional journey. And some of you have heard me speak about it. If you want to know what I'm doing, I would love to share it with you. Just send me a private message and I'll give you all the details, because some of you have already contacted me. To everybody that has, I really appreciate it. And to those of you who have contacted me and I haven't yet got back to you, I'm on the case. And it is getting late here now, so it'll probably be tomorrow by the time I chat with you and we chat in your inbox. But as I say, because it's a dual system, right? It is a dual system, because we can do all the mind work in the world, and we will. Don't worry. You want to talk to me about private coaching? Just send me another PM, and like I'm on it. I'm on the case. I am the master. See, it's just, because I own how good I am at what I do. I fully own that. Some people go, I'm embarrassed to say how good I am. I'm like, not me. I'm really good at what I do. I can turn your beliefs around food, the way you see yourself, the habits that you continue to go to time to time. I can turn that around in 1 hour session. I know that, right? And I don't say that in an egotistical way. I just simply own my fabulous. I own it, right? But there is a nutritional component, and also there is a nutritional component because you can do all the work on shifting your beliefs and altering your emotional state. You can do all of that. But if you're still fully depleted on a physical level, you're going to have success, but it won't be the same level of success, or it'll be a little harder to maintain your success. So as I say, if you want to talk to me about the nutritional program that I'm embarking on, which I am finding very helpful, and I'm adding more and more components all the time, just send me a private message. More than happy to talk to you about it. So it was like a whole reveal. More than happy to talk to you about it at any time. So send me a PM, and like I say, we can go through everything together, because I am not one to keep secrets. As we know, when you keep secrets or lie, one's pants catch on fire. Your pants catch on fire. So, I'm thinking, should I get my glasses again? No, I'm just gonna read these. Yes, Cheryl says there's a great book on neurolinguistic plasticity. Is that what you're saying there? Because I don't even have my glasses on, but I think that's where we're going. Yeah, psychosomatic. Yes, exactly. Mind over matter. Oh, for sure, hun. If you've got the link to the book, or you know the name, throw it in the comments, and we can, we'll Google it. We'll look it up on the book depository, or just Amazon, whatever, wherever. We can probably get it on Audible these days, right? Harmony. Yes, you are. On that note, I want to thank you very, very much to everybody who has joined me here live tonight. It's been an absolute blast, as it always is. You know how we roll. So if you have any questions, comments, anything that you want to know, send them through to me. As I say, drop them in the comments box below. I will come back and play with you later, or send me a PM and we can have a little natter in private. That's totally fine with me. As I always do like to say, you hear me say, every day, I'm not going to leave this live stream without doing one rhyme, without one. The only person who has the power to change your life is you. When you quit lying to yourself and getting around with your pants on fire, understand that every time you say yes to one thing, you are by default saying no to something else. Make whatever decisions you want, but be fully aware. Don't fool yourself. Burning pants, it's not a fun situation to be in. When you own it, that is when you've got what it takes. Sending you enormous amounts of chocolate-coated love, my sexy people. I will catch you all tomorrow. Until then, bye for now.